Hello, my name is Jeremy Mazwari, and I'm the CEO of MySkyECO Inc. 12 seconds. It took 12 seconds to change the world as we know it. December 17th, 1903, a manned machine left the surface of the Earth under its own power, flew for 120 feet, and landed, not down a hill, but at the same elevation from which it departed. The interesting part is that no one talks about what happened after that moment. They didn't go home, pop champagne, and celebrate. They kept going, pushing to improve. By the time that they ended, the longest flight was 852 feet and 59 seconds. That is 7 times farther and 5 times longer duration than the flight just a few hours prior. Icarus and Daedalus would be proud. Since that day, we haven't looked back. It took 6 years to invent a single control for roll and pitch, adding rudder pedal to create the flight controls as we know them today. Then we have World War I. And as always happens in times of conflict, technology, including aircraft, had massive advances in engines, wings, and size. Then, just 11 years after the first flight, the first commercial flights across Tampa Bay. Then the speed really increases with the first transatlantic flights, airmail, and the 1930s and 40s. We enter World War II, where we see massive increases again in size and speed. The DC 3, the P 51, the B 29, and the B 17, and more. In 1952, we hit the jet age, some of the most iconic aircraft the world has ever seen, including the de Havilland Comet, the Boeing 707, 747, 737s, the Concorde, and more. While the airline industry has been chasing efficiency, the general aviation industry, on the other hand, has been rather stagnant in its technology. There have been some enhancements throughout the years, but overall the fleet hasn't changed much in design. In 2000, the average age of the 150,000 single engine piston GA fleet was 30 years old. That same metric in 2020, 50 years old. People aren't buying new aircraft quickly enough, and the cost is a major reason why. Here's some other metrics of note: $12,500 and $560,000. That is the price of a Cessna 172 in 1970 versus today, which is one of the most predominant flight training aircraft globally. Adjusting for inflation, the number should be $96,500, a difference of $463,500. 120,285 and 280,582. That's the number of active student pilot certificates between 2013 and 2022, a growth of 233%. Sport pilot certificates in the same time frame, 4,824 to 6,957, 144% growth. Currently in Florida, you have 29,293 student pilots, 79,403 pilots of all types, including 13,885 flight instructors. That's tops in any state in the nation. All of these metrics point to a single conclusion: the GA fleet is aging. There are more pilots now in training than there ever have been before, and we need to provide an aircraft that can complete that training. The market is perfectly timed for a new entrant into the general aviation and flight training space with relaxed regulations, advanced and efficient manufacturing, and proven designs. There is no current manufacturer that is ready and able to meet the need of the modern flight student that demands a cost conscious flight solution while also flying a safe and modern aircraft. MySkyECO is that manufacturer. Every advance in any industry has three things in common: a drive to get something done, a dream, and a product. We at MySkyECO have that dream. We have that drive. And unlike many at this stage of funding, we have the product, the MS-1L. We had a dream to build an aircraft that is both exceptionally fuel efficient, fun, and versatile. A dream to show that just because an aircraft is an LSA, it doesn't mean it can't be comfortable, and you can't get that $100 hamburger or round of golf that you want. Why build something that can be used for the GA market or flight training? Build something that can be used for both. The MS-1L is a sleek LSA aircraft designed around the upcoming Mosaic rules to be a multi-role aircraft with over 400 flight hours logged on our test airframe already. A sleek airframe, a bubble canopy for exceptional visibility during maneuvers across countries, side stick controls for comfort on long flights, a 150 knot cruise speed, and a 40 knot stall speed. Sipping at 6 gallons per hour gives the MS-1L a staggering 750 plus mile range and a 700-pound useful load, while tandem seating gives the student more confidence from day one in the cockpit and more legroom. The MS-1L will soon also have a sister ship, the MS-1E fully electric aircraft. The design will be the same, the engine controls will also be exactly the same. This will allow the students to complete all local training in the MS-1E and then complete cross-country flights in the MS-1L without any additional training being necessary. The MS-1E will also have a projected endurance of over 90 minutes. This will be paired with a network of green energy supercharging locations starting in Florida and expanding out throughout the rest of the country. However, since our aircraft was tailor built for the EV market, We won't have to square peg a round hole to get our EV solution to work like most of our competitors will have to. Our wing and engine cowling are already designed to fit the batteries that we will be using for this aircraft. Based out of the Spruce Creek flying, our production hangar currently has 2 more aircraft in final stages of completion, ready to be paired to engines and complete more flight testing. So, what do we need to enable this vision? Funding. We are at a point where we need to purchase equipment for mass production. We need to hire sales teams. We need to buy more fiberglass and carbon fiber. We need to hire mechanics, engineers, and other critical roles because our aircraft is ready to fill a void in the general aviation fleet perfectly. There's a lot more to learn about MySkyECO than we have time for right now, unfortunately. So if you want to learn more about the MySky company and our vision, please go to MySkyECO.com, where you can also download our pitch book for review with lots of additional information about our company. MySkyECO is poised to be one of the great aviation manufacturers of the modern era. We look forward to you joining us on our journey to the skies.